Hello everybody, it's Denise coming at you from Israel. Time for Stretch and Tone. So as always, make sure you have a chair for balance if needed, a yoga block if you would like to use one during the next half hour or so, a resistance band, elastiband, or a yoga strap, and a yoga mat, which we will not need right away, but we will get that towards the end of class. So let's get started. Let's start out hip width apart, tucking our tailbone to the floor, belly button to spine. So it's like zipping up a coat or zipping up your pants and then going all the way up the spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. So you're engaging the entire core. You can feel everything kind of firing up, the abdominals, the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings. Now roll those shoulders back and down. Keep that core engaged the entire class. Today we're going to focus quite a bit on our back, just a little bit, because that's a place that holds a lot of tension. Doesn't matter if it's a lower, upper, middle back, it does hold tension. So we're going to concentrate on that a little bit today. Let's start off though with our feet. So starting off, you can go ahead and hold on to the chair arm, it doesn't matter where it's at. You're rocking back, front and back, heels to the balls of your feet. Your heels are not coming high off the floor, just a little bit, maybe a quarter of an inch. And back and front. Last time. Good. Now we're going to take a walk in place, keeping the weight over the big toe, second toe, and on the inside of the foot, not on the outside, because you're not doing this. You're not sickling out on that ankle. You want to make sure everything's in place. And 4, 3, pushing the floor away with the front of the foot. 2, hold it here. Now here's where you can use that chair again if you would like. Propping the foot on the floor. This is your modification. No weight as you circle the ankle around. Otherwise, you can pick up that foot and working on balance as well. And other way, around and stepping down. Making sure you're very vertical. Again, I'll start modified, just propping that foot on the floor and around. Or pick it up and around. And stepping down. Now this is where we're going to work on the shins and on the Achilles a little bit and on the calf too. We're going to point and you can tap the floor with your big toe and flex heel down. That's your modification, point and flex. Otherwise, lift that leg, point and flex. Think of coming over the foot on the point, really pushing that heel down, and last time. And stepping down, shifting the weight to the other leg, pointing and flexing. I'll start out modified and flex. Now I'm going to take it up and flex, point and flex. Last time. Good. Stepping down. From here, I'm going to turn profile. You don't have to. I'm going to take my leg that's closest to you, about hip width apart. From here, bend those knees and actually lean it forward. So you're going to feel that in the Achilles. This is a nice Achilles stretch. I'm vertical through the torso. If you want to, you can hold on to that chair. Holding it here. Come up and let's turn to the other side. So both feet are flat on the floor, my heels on the floor, keeping that weight forward a little bit, but don't let the heel come up, and you can feel that in that Achilles. All of your stretches should feel really good. You shouldn't feel any pain. And coming center. From here, I'm going to stay profile to you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take it out a little deeper into a runner's lunge. So my heel is pushing into the floor. I'm leaning forward, not hinging forward. Eyes in line with like the rest of your head, and you're looking down. So from the crown of the head to the tailbone, one line. Now I'm going to pick that heel up, coming into my lunge position. It can go back, hip over, a knee over, ankle. Push the hips forward right here. While we're here, we're going to get 2 stretches. So you can hold on to that chair and come to the side and get a side stretch. Keeping that shoulder away from the ear. Coming back up, pushing the heel back down into your runner's lunge. Coming up, I'm going to go to that other side. Runner's lunge, same thing. Looking forward with those eyes, so we're not looking down, we're not looking up. Straight ahead, one nice long line. And you should feel that in the calf. Now come up into that lunge position. Hips come forward, so you're going to feel that on the quad. And side stretch as well. and come back into that runner's lunge. And come forward and face, I'm gonna come forward, you're forward already, face front, shoulder width apart, belly button to spine, which helps protect that lower back. Hinge at the hips, tailbone to the back of the room, keep that chest lifted. And both legs are parallel as we get that inner thigh stretch. And other side. And up we go, stepping together. Okay, from here, we're gonna get the back, the glutes, and the side, and into that IT band a little bit. So we're gonna bend the left knee, pushing back, straight leg, into the right booty. Okay, the right side and the glute. You're gonna feel it back here too, into that hammy a little bit. And put the hand on the thigh of the bent knee, that leg, but not on the knee, never on the joint. Let's switch sides. Okay, so pushing back. I'm gonna come up and I can face you. Same thing, knee bend to the side. So I'm pushing into the side here. Okay, so one bent knee, one straight leg, and coming to the side. And switching sides. Where are you feeling that? On the side here as it comes down the leg? I hope so. And up we go. Good job. Now from here, okay, we're going to get a little bit of the back to start, but we're going to switch it up a little bit and go to the shoulders first. We're going to roll those shoulders back, get them warmed up a little bit. Those legs and feet and ankles are warmed up, and to the front. Good. Now circle the arms forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, and reverse it. And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Okay. Bring those arms up. Stepping together. Pushing the palms of the hands up to the ceiling and stretch to the side. Keeping your head, instead of dropping it down, make sure it's just being supported by that neck. Coming up, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm coming hip width apart, parallel, tucking the tailbone under, belly button to spine, chin to chest, and we're getting that back again. It should feel so nice. This is one of my favorite stretches. Oh, that feels good. Coming back up, legs parallel, and to the other side. Feeling it all along the side and up the body. And back up, hip width apart, round the back, chin to chest, shoulders down and away from those ears. Tuck the tailbone under. And bring those arms up and circle at the wrist. And bring it in. And palms down and up. Now this is your modification. Stay right here if you want to, or just a little pressure on those fingers, not a lot. Gentle pressure. Good. And from there, what we're gonna do next is staying shoulder width apart, hip width apart, parallel. Arms can be wherever you want. You can use the chair for balance. We're gonna open and close like a gate. So we're getting into those hip flexors. Out and in. Out and in. One more time. Out and in. Switching legs and out. And in and two. Last one. Now, this is going to be like a one-legged jump, and you're going to use those abdominals. So you're going to lift up, okay, and swing the arms with it. 1, 3, 5, 7, last one, and 8. Nice. Okay, from there, let's get the shoulders a little bit. So we're starting in parallel, and triceps. Let's start with the triceps. Tailbone down, zip up the coat. You can push back just a little pressure here. That's your modification. Otherwise, bring it back, making sure you're not getting that booty back there. Tailbone to the floor, lift up and elongate through the spine. Hold it here. And turn your head and get one more stretch to the side. Oh, that feels nice. And other side. This is my modification. I'm taking it up. Turning to the side and looking up. And bring it down. Nice. Now we'll get those shoulders a little bit more. Modification, patting yourself on the back. Hand more, again at the tries, and just a little pressure here. Otherwise, you can bring it down, make that L, shoulders down away from the ears and get that shoulder. So make sure that the shoulder's not up towards your ear. Bring it down so you're squared in the shoulders. Other side, modification, taking it full out. Nice job. Now opening up in the hips, we're going to go not into a sumo squat, but into a plie squat. So our knees are going over our big toe, second toe. Our tailbone's going to the floor, flat inner thighs. As we plie down, we're going to bring those arms up in front of the ears and breathe in and exhale as we come down. So in and exhale down and straighten and bend. Taking your time. After this one, we have 4 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to hold it here. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it up. Bring those legs in. Shake it out a minute. We're going to get the chest and the back. We're going to do that little diagonal with the arms, those chest openers. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together and opening up through the chest and the shoulders, and you're going back into a little baby lunge. Okay, so let's do those. Engage that core and open and close and open and close, open and close. So you're pushing that heel in the back leg down to the floor. The arm that's down is the leg that goes back. The front knee is bent. 2 more after this one. Last one. Good. Let's finish with our head and neck for a second. And we're just going to bring ear to shoulder, chin to opposite armpit. You can push it away if you want. Make sure the shoulder doesn't come up. It stays down. If you want to, just tiny pressure forward, not back. And center. Same thing, other side. Push away if you want. Or right here. Not much pressure. And up we go. Now, this is where you have your option. We're going to come down to the floor. You can get a yoga block, which is perfect. You can put the chair away for right now. You'll need your resistance band. But we're going to start out with those legs first. Okay, so from here, actually, we're going to have a seat on the floor. Before I went to my knees first. Again, legs forward, flexed feet, nice and tall, elongate that spine, shoulders down. Now you have 2 options. I'm going to use the resist band, but I'm going to show you that modification. So you're pointing and you can lean it forward a little bit, put a little bit of pressure so you should feel it coming up into that shin and then flex. You can push it back just a little bit. Okay, so that's modification. Otherwise, putting it around the arch, holding on and point and flex and point and flex and point. 2 more and point and flex. Last one and point and flex. Switching sides. I'll modify first. Switching it up. Here we go. And point and flex. Taking your time and point. I'll take it up. Stay there if you want to. And oops. Point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Good job. Okay, from here, we're coming to, you go start at your knees. This is where you can use that yoga block I'm gonna give you options. Okay, to get that quad hip flexor, you're coming forward. You can have your hand on that block. I usually have it vertical. Depends on where it's comfortable for you. One hand on the floor or both hands on the thigh, just so long as you're getting that stretch wherever it feels good for you. Then if you want to take it up a notch, so we're leaning forward, not hinging at the hips, you can tuck that toe, pick up that back leg. Now, if you have the leg down, you can still bring that arm up right here, hold it here. I've got one long line from one hand to the next, or pick it up here and look up at that hand. So make sure you can see your thumb, so it's in that straight line. And knee comes down. Now I get to hinge back. I'm hinging back, but my back is flat, my belly button's to the spine, and my front foot is flexed, and you can hold on to that yoga block, framing that leg, holding it here wherever it's comfortable for you in that stretch, just keeping the foot flexed, okay? So make sure that you don't have your hand on a joint. If you need to, put it on the other thigh or on fingertips, just so you feel balanced. The yoga block helps a lot. Now, from here, getting the front again into that shin, flatten the foot. You can come a little closer, so you don't have to sit back as far. Come up a little bit and flex again. Up we go. Let's switch sides. Again, yoga block on the other side, getting that stretch where it's comfortable for you. Always listen to your body. You can bring that arm up. I'm going to tuck the toe and come up. And hand comes down, knee comes down. If you're with me, hinging back, flexing the foot, coming back. Belly button to spine, head in line with the spine. So you're looking down, your gaze is down at the floor. Again, where it's comfortable for you. Breathe normally, don't hold on to it. Don't tighten up at your mouth or your lips, because then you'll forget to breathe. Now coming up a little bit and flat foot. Feeling that stretch. Nice. And up we go. Okay, now we're going to start with a little bit of the back. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm coming into to all fours. And I'm going to go into cat and cow. Easy peasy, right? Shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Flat back, belly button to spine, start. Separate those fingers, head in line with the spine. Now arch up as you come into cat. Release into cow. Tailbone up. Let go. And cat. Chin to chest. Tuck that tailbone under, belly button to spine. And release cow. One more time here. And cat. And cow. And neutral spine. And from here, we're going to open those knees, toes together, sitting back into our heels, walking our hands forward. Another good one for the back here. Walking out into our child's pose. You can put that yoga block down in front of you and put your forehead on that as well. Or forehead on the mat, just breathe normally. Think of pushing your armpits into that mat so that you can really get that stretch all along the back. Let's walk those hands over to the right side. Left hand on the right and feel that stretch on the left side. Let's walk over to the left side, right hand on left, feeling the stretch on the right side. Back to center. Now walk those hands back. Now you can, if you have that yoga block, set it aside. I'm going to turn my mat profile because we're going to go on our stomach for a minute. Something that we don't do that often. so far in class. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. My legs are about hip width apart. The tops of my feet are on the floor. I'm gonna keep my head in line with my spine. I'm not coming up to an up dog. We're coming up to a cobra, but what we're gonna do, palms flat, I've got them, you can put them a little bit ahead where it's comfortable for you, so when you can come up, the shoulders are down, and you're elongating the back, the spine, so you're not compressing the lower back as you come up. Just keep it nice and long, belly button to spine. So as you start on the floor, belly button to spine right away to help protect that lower back. Coming up to just, you can keep those forearms on the floor right here. Okay, that's your first stretch, okay? Head in line with the spine, looking down at your mat. Just hold it here. And just breathe normally. So my hips never come up off the floor. And I'm gonna take it down. Now you can stay with those forearms on the floor, or you can lift those elbows up just a little bit. Doesn't have to be very big. Okay, just don't compress the lower back. You're thinking of stretching, thinking of lengthening. And one more time, come down, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Now, wherever it's comfortable for you to come up and elongate. So I'm not up here, I'm bringing those arms forward a little bit and extending and just getting a nice stretch, and my shoulders aren't here. I'm keeping my neck nice and long and relaxed so I don't get any neck strain or any shoulder strain. And looking down. And bring it down and walk it back. Come on up, take your time. And I'm gonna have a seat on the floor. This is where you can definitely sit on that yoga block if you would like. Okay, getting the back again, as well as the side of the body and those shoulders. This is one of my favorite stretches. Again, I bet you hear me say that about a lot of the stretches. Okay, nice and tall, shoulders back down to start. And if you have trouble crossing the legs, you can always bend the knees, okay? They can be right here because you're elongating the spine here. So whatever works best for you. Breathing in, exhale. Now, fingertips at the temple, squeeze those shoulder blades together. My hands are either like right underneath my knees if I'm here, or right underneath on the side of my thighs. And I'm gonna contract my belly button to my spine, tuck the tailbone under, shoulders down, chin to chest. Kind of what we did standing, well, exactly what we did when we were standing up. And neutral spine to get that back again. Inhale here, exhale here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and around it. And neutral spine. One more time, breathe in. And exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and around the spine. Doesn't that feel nice? Hopefully it does, it should. And back up to neutral spine. Let's go into our figure four. Flexing that foot, nice and tall. Turning to that leg. Now, leading with chest and chin, so it's a flat back and you're not rounding it over. Belly button to spine to protect the lower back. Walk till you feel the stretch and hold it. So it could be back here, wherever it feels like you're getting that stretch. Just hold it there. Gazes down at the leg and hold it. And walk it back. Let's go to the other side. Same thing over here. Walk to where you feel the stretch. Don't round the back, keep the head in line with the spine. I know that's a toughie. And walk it back. Now, sitting up nice and tall, flex those feet, legs together. Same thing, only coming forward this time. Walk it forward. And this one, it depends on, everybody's body is different. For me, this one is a little bit more difficult. So you may not get as far in that stretch as you did maybe towards the side. So just where you feel that stretch, shoulders down, looking down at the legs. And walk it back. Nice. Now, this one, tell you what, if you have trouble with crossing those legs, okay, just kind of open them up a little bit if you can, or if you can get one leg on top of the other, great. If not, just make them about hip width apart and then just hang hands over those legs, the lower legs, and just let your head hang and then just stretching the back. Otherwise, you can come with me, crossing the legs, and just let your head, this is where you do get to bend that back, and just bring those arms down. You can put that yoga block right here, so you're up a little bit higher. If you want, if you're sitting on it, want to take it, or if you have 2 blocks, put one here if you'd like, just where it's comfortable for you. And back up we go. Nice. Now, soles of the feet together. Everybody's different here, but this time you get to round the back over a minute ago. Now you're going to keep that back in a straight line as we hinge forward, but we're going to start out with those butterflies. And if you want to, on the inside of the calves, a little bit of pressure, not a lot, and get that stretch. So you're getting that in the groin, in the pelvic region, in the back, you're elongating through the back. Lots of different muscles, joints, ligaments. And up we go again. Butterflies. And down we go. So my hands are lightly, around my ankles. And I'm looking down at my feet. Back up one more time. And I'm not bringing, my shoulders are pulled down away from my ears. So they're coming down. So if I'm up here, I'm kind of pushing too hard. Here, you don't have to go very far. Just right here is fine, where it's comfortable for you. Everybody's range of motion is different. And back up we go. Great. Okay. Now we're going to lay down on the floor, and we're going to go ahead and get that band. If you don't have one, I'll show you a modification for that as well. I'm going to put the band on my right arch of my foot. I'm going to lay down flat on the floor. Other leg foot on the floor, knee to the ceiling, and I'm going to stretch it right here. If you don't have that band, just hold on to the calf, hold on to the calf and the thigh. Wherever you're getting, you can get that stretch, okay? Now bring that knee into the chest. Nice stretch there. Extend both legs. Now if you have the band, I'm going to go with the band again. We're going to go into our windshield wipers. So across the body, doesn't have to be very far, taking our time and then opening up. So again, where it's comfortable for you. If you don't have the band, just across and support that leg and support the leg as it comes out the other side, okay? Doesn't have to be very far. Okay, I'm going to put the band back on, so where it's comfortable for you. And this time as we go across, we're going to hold it. You can bring that arm out to a T, look the other way or look up at the ceiling. If you don't have that band, you're supporting that leg again. Then open it up. Same thing. You don't have the band, hands underneath, you're supporting the leg. Foot is flexed. Bring it in, both legs come in, take the band off, holding on right underneath the knee, not on the knee, and keeping it loose, circling it around like stirring a pot. Other way. And let's switch legs, stop here, put that foot down, switching sides, stretching it out. Bring that knee into the chest, stretch it, hold, extend both legs. Now to our windshield wipers, across the body. Again, it doesn't have to be very deep Open up, it can be up here, wherever you feel that stretch and you're not overstretching it. And open, taking our time. Now I'm opening, and after this one, I'm going to cross and hold. And open and hold. Bring both legs in. Take that band off, set it to the side. Again, stirring the pot. And other way. Okay, now we're going to have a few options here. Arms out to the side like the letter T. You can bring your toes on the floor and bring the legs to one side. This is our modification, just side to side. In fact, let's all do that a little bit. Now, from there you can stay here or bring the legs up to table, knees over hips, and bringing them to the right side and holding. Again, you can keep your feet on the floor, come up to table if you want to take it up, and bring them to the left and hold. Bring them back up to table, down on the floor, cross. Now pick up that top leg and cross it over. Hold on, I don't think you can see here, keeping both legs bent. And you can put the hand right on top of that side of your abductor area and your IT band area, the side of your leg, and just hold it down on the thigh area. Both legs together. Let's switch sides. So from here, both knees are bent. The one comes over the top, but they're both staying bent. Hold it here. Nice little stretch. Bend those knees, come back to center. Legs hip width apart. We're going to do a couple of ridges here, not very high. Our palms are going to be on the floor, upper body's flat on the floor. We're going to tuck the tailbone and it's going to come up towards the ceiling and lifting. You're using those glutes and lift up, but not all the way up. Don't bridge it. Keeping that spine in one line. Now bring your self down one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Barely touches the mat, and we come back up. Tailbone up to the, coming up towards the ceiling. And down one vertebrae at a time. One more time, bridging up. And coming down one vertebrae at a time. Now you have an option, you have three options for this next stretch. Flexing the foot, crossing in your figure four. You can stay right here, feet flat on the floor, and you can press into that inner thigh just a little bit to get that stretch, or you can lift the legs, thread the needle, hold on underneath the thigh and get a nice stretch here. And if you want to, I'm just going to come up. You don't have to come with me. I've done this before. Figure four, feet flat on the floor. My hands, my fingers are towards my glutes, and I'm sitting up nice and tall and getting that stretch. So it's totally up to you. Okay, bring both feet back down, and let's switch sides. Flex that foot. You can stay up here. I'm going to come down now, and I'm going to thread the needle, or if you want to just stay, keep the legs down, a little inner thigh, little pressure in there, not much, and hold it here. Now, bring those legs down. One last thing, we're gonna massage that back, bringing the legs shoulder width apart, flexing the feet. You can hold on to your feet or underneath your knees on your lower thighs, and just rock side to side, in Happy Baby, getting a nice little massage on your back. Good. And come to center. And we've done a lot, I think, for the back today. And around the areas there. Okay, so we're gonna relax. So we've got to let go of all stress and tension. Just clear your mind. And before we start, you can bring your arms over your head and just stretch from your toes to your fingertips, out to the side, wherever it feels good to you to get that nice stretch. And then bring those arms down, palms up. Just get yourself relaxed into your mat and close your eyes. I'm going to come up a minute, just listen to the sound of my voice and listen to the music. We're going to release all stress and all tension. Close your eyes. Get rid of anything that's bothering you right now, worrying you. You lay down on the mat, closing the eyes, palms up. And then we're going to go from the toes all the way through the body and think of just draining all the tension out of your body, okay? And just breathe. Now we're going to work with gravity and sink into our mat. Pretend it, in your head, think of it as a really comfortable mattress, a body pillow, at the beach, sand at the beach as you're enjoying a nice warm day. So starting with our toes, just release all tension from our toes. Now through our feet, just relax. Past our ankles and our calves. Everything in the lower part of your leg feeling heavy into the floor, past our thighs and our glutes. So everything's sinking into the floor. Now past our lower back. We've worked on that a lot today, just getting nice stretches. And release any tension you might have there. Your middle back and your upper back. All that tension's just melting away. Now past your neck, release that tension. A lot of times we hold that in our neck. And our head, release that tension past our shoulders. I'm going to join you. Everything's just feeling heavy now, just into that floor. Releasing tension past our upper arms, our forearms, our wrists, hands, and fingers. You should be totally relaxed and breathe. Now you're going to give me 2 really good deep breaths. We're going to inhale and think of expanding like a balloon, and exhale and contracting it all back in. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Breathe normally. Now very slowly, we're going to bring ourselves into our fetal position on our side, slowly rolling over to our side. Our knees come in, we're bent. The knees are about at a 45-degree angle. Our upper arm, our hand, our palm is on that floor. Just relax there for a second. You should be very, very relaxed right now. slowly bring yourself up to a seated position, taking our time, no rush. Now sit in any way it's comfortable for you. Legs out, you don't even have to flex your feet right now. Figure 4, cross legs, just sit up nice and tall. Again, zipping up that coat, rounding back, rounding the shoulders down, chin nice and level, and breathing in. And exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel really relaxed and everything feels nice and loosened up. And I hope to see you again next week. Have a good day.